Okay, this is what's in my school bag here. Oh, it's fell over. This was my school bag. It will continue to be for university, I'm guessing. I got it from some corner of the internet. It was very difficult to find a leather backpack, because I have to have a backpack. And in the end I got one of these where you've got the hooks and you can clip it on and unclip it and turn it into a satchel if you want, or have it as a backpack. Backpacks are better. I used a shoulder bag for so many years and killed my back, and I really wish I hadn't, because it wasn't worth it. May as well just use a backpack and have your life be easier. Anyway, inside my bag it has 2 sections which I haven't zipped up because I'm going to be going through them and there was no point. The first thing obviously is my diary, which says do something you love every day on it, which I absolutely loved. I saw that and I bought it because it said that on it. I'm not a fan of pink, I just like the words. Next thing, obviously, a bottle of water. This is empty, it's representative. For school, you obviously need to be hydrated to concentrate and things like that. And just if you need a bit of a refresher, just have some water. We weren't allowed anything apart from water, which obviously no one stuck to, and eventually they banned energy drinks. House keys, so I can get home when I get in. I've got my little fluffy ear, my resuscitation mask in case anyone just drops down in front of me. I'm sorted and I don't have to touch the mouth. I can just put this over and then boom, done. I won't get ill. Well, I'll probably get ill. And then a mini Sharpie, because you never know when they will come in handy when you need to deface someone's school badge. So don't do that. I'm joking. But people have stolen this and done it to other people's. And because it's mine, they won't do it to mine. I'm safe. I have immunity from green moustaches being drawn on myself. My glasses, obviously, to see the board if I'm sat at the back, which I usually am. Not because I'm naughty, but just where I like to be. I'm at the back. I'm small, so people in front hide me and I'm invisible and the teacher won't ask me anything, so there's no chance of me embarrassing myself in front of lots of people. Next is like my makeup bag, which doesn't have a great deal of makeup in. Again, 2 sections. I like my sections. The first one has all my brace things in, so I've got toothbrush and toothpaste, mouthwash, and the dental wax, and then those little spoolie brush things that you get given. Actually, I think you buy these and you get given the wax, just in case anything, you know, gets a little stuck. Disgusting, but true when you've got braces. Now I've got a nasal inhaler for if I'm a bit snotty, because I get ill a lot, so pretty much any cold that goes around, I get it. And then in the other side, it's more cosmetic-y things. What's it called? Antibacterial hand gel, because, well, people don't wash their hands after they go to the toilet. It's disgusting. If you do it, you know who you are, and it's kind of gross. So you wash your hands, and then once you've touched the door that lots of people have touched that haven't washed their hands, you can then use this afterwards, and you're safe. And don't touch banisters and things in schools, because they're also really gross. We have chewing gum going up ours, it's really gross. I just say gross a lot. Pressed powder, because I'm greasy. I've got a cheaper old one, because it's not that old, but it's the cheaper one, so I don't mind if it gets too smashed up, but the other one costs more, which is, you know, a fair way to do things. Lip balm, this one is Vaseline, because I don't think there is any substitute for Vaseline. It is the one and only. And this is the Rosy Lips one, so you get a little bit of colour tint with it as well, which I think is quite nice during the day at school when you're not allowed much makeup. Folding brush with a mirror on the other side. And to go with the brush, you've got hair bubbles, and then there's a lot of hair grips in the bottom of this. I won't get them all out because there's a lot. Forehead, get a lot of headaches, school especially, headache maker, and this just helps and you don't have to be taking lots of drugs through the day, like paracetamol, which can tend to look a bit shifty if you do it a lot. Nail file, obviously. don't use it in class, you get told off. My English teacher told me off once because I broke my nail. You know when you like take a middle section out and then you keep on accidentally scratching yourself? I did that, I had a massive like scratch along my neck because I had an itch, and then I was like, I've got to sort this out because it was really painful. So I just sorted it out. I was still listening and she shouted at me, so don't use it in class. And then concealer because, well, it's an essential really for top-ups, and if you get a new eruption during the day, you know when you can feel it coming and just like have a little bit on, it's fine, no one will see, they can't feel your pain. And then pencil case, got calculator, scissors, pens, pencils, highlighters shaped like cats, spare ink for your ink pens, a rubber, don't know. I also have a biro because some teachers are like, how would you use a biro? And I'm like, oh, okay, my writing's messy in a biro. Spare pencils, because there'll always be that one person that's like, can I borrow a pencil? Or can I borrow a pen? And you're like, oh yeah, sure. And then you never see it again. Just take it. I've got a pencil case full of stolen pens. I also have 2 loose pens in my bag. They just kind of accumulate and it gets to a point where in my room I can't find any pens at all. They're all hiding in my bag. Purse, if you have to pay for school lunches or anything like that. And you might have a student card that you want to put in there. In mine, I've got a little picture of me, my mum and brother when we were very little. Well, me and my brother were little, my mum wasn't. And it just says, with love from mum, and I've had that since I was about 5. And I just put it in my purse. So every time I open my purse, I can see my mum. And then finally, I've got one of the fold-up shopper bags because I'm always terrified that my bag's going to break and I'll have no way of carrying my stuff and I'll just cradle it like a baby. Plus, it's environmentally friendly if you buy anything, which I tend to do a lot. Buy a lot of crisps and junk. And this way, because I think they brought in see-through bags at the shop near my school, so everyone could see how fast I was with what I was eating. This, I'll see through it. It's fine, no one's going to know. You could have a school project in there. No one knows it's just food. So yes, I will try and find a link to my bag to link it below. If I can't, I'm sorry, and I will try and link similar items. I got leather because, well, mummy told me to really, but it is quite useful because it's waterproof and fabric ones aren't, so stuff stays dry. Did you ever have that thing where your water bottle would leak in your bag and then it would just be full of water and all your stuff would be wet and then it would dry and go wrinkly? That was a nightmare, wasn't it? I remember once, I walked out of primary school, my lunchbox came open and everything fell out in front of everybody and everyone's parents because it was pick-up time. I actually cried and I was so embarrassed I didn't pick it up, I just ran to the car and my mum was like, what are you doing, why have you left it? And I was like, people are bad, I don't think people. Yeah, I was a cool kid, definitely a cool kid.